Hey, good morning, you guys. It's still pretty early, but it's nice and cool. We only have a couple more weeks left, if that, of cool nights. And I'm able to get out here in jeans and stuff and start working before the sun starts going up and it gets really hot into the 90s. So this is my first real day in a week and a half, 2 weeks of actually getting to work, like project work in my garden. Now I've been picking tomatoes by the pounds every day. That's been fantastic. But I've been really focusing on the inside projects, and our company's here, and it's so lovely to have her. But this north garden is driving me nuts. There's something in every garden. So I thought that might be what today's video is going to be about. I'm going to probably spend like 30 minutes in each garden getting rid of the worst of the eyesores or the worst of what bothers me, and then I can get in and kind of, like, if you will, like deep clean everything. But I want to at least get a little straightening up, if you will. Those of you who clean your houses, you'll understand what I'm saying. So in here, this is North Garden, and it had a lot of brassicas if you're new to the channel. And I had green cabbage, red cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, and then miscellaneous things. Well, the broccoli it was not a good broccoli year for us. And it was very slow. Well, we had the drought for 2 months. So a drought a little bit on the cabbages, well, on everything. But when we had those early heats in the 90s, it scorched my broccoli. And usually I can depend on broccoli year after year after year. And I have put up broccoli, but either it died while I was waiting for side shoots, or just never really did much. And these are just plain old weeds. So anyhow, I'm not going to explain too much. I'm just going to let the time lapse do the talking for me. And this will be the first garden I start in. Okay, that's a quick pass over it. And so as you can see, a lot of the broccoli's gone. Some of those red cabbages weren't doing very well. I'm going to come in here. I got to go back to the house. I'm going to pick out a really sharp, maybe serrated knife, and come pick some of these cabbage heads. Some of these are ready to go. Some of them are just small, but we may just cut our losses. I may leave a couple. But there are nice cabbage heads in here. And I want to pull at least, I'm thinking we should pull this first row and the biggest on the second row. And the reds, I don't think they're going to amount to much, so I may just pull them short. They just aren't acting right, and I don't think they love the space, and I don't think they love the lighting this whole winter. So I've learned something about my space. Do you see how it's getting sun on it now? And that'll just keep increasing, you know, through the whole morning. And it'll usually ends up with a couple of hours of sunshine in the summer. But it gets almost nothing in the winter when the sun is very low in the sky. And that was my mistake of thinking that the cabbages especially didn't need as much light as they really do need more light than what I was giving them. If anything, they should have at least been on the outside here. And or in one of the gardens behind the fence where they get full sun. And I've done that. They're just in a rotation, you know, so they have been in the big sunnier gardens before, so that's where they'll go next winter. Yeah, see, we're starting to get all that nice morning light is coming up over the horizon, and it's going to be great in here for, you know, a few hours. But when it's low, man, it's behind those oaks that are to the people south of me, so it just blocks all that light. So real quickly, I'll go through. This is what I save for chickens. This is, I have seed, dill seed in there. And then I got to get a can out to the garbage area because I hear that the truck is coming by. This is my front island. You know, there's my butterfly garden up there, but here's my island. And nutsedge has gotten in there. All the supertunias have died during the drought. And of course, I don't have irrigation to this area. I did hand water what I could, but it was too late, and they still kicked it. But anyhow, the sun is starting to get on here, so I want to get to this one next. Okay, there we go. This is pretty well weeded. For if you're new, last fall or last August maybe, before I put the supertunias down, I went ahead and put black ground cover in here, the thick, heavy plastic kind, thinking it would keep out nutsedge, and that stuff grows right through it. And then I added more bags of brown mulch. I'll get it right. My brain keeps wanting to say compost. So the brown mulch is in there, and Jack was like, "You need to mulch." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? I put lots of mulch on there." And he goes, "I can't see it." I think he's like a red mulch traditionalist. If there's something like that, something you call that. It's not mulched if it doesn't have red, you know, true Floridian there. By the way, that comes off sounding really bad, like he orders me around. No, it was in context. The conversation was, we're going to get this rock ordered, and he was wanting to know if I needed to get mulch for that too. So anyhow, I am not doing more mulch up there. So let's see, in here most of the weeds are still gone. Just a couple things to pick through. I have got to go get my my fiskars or whatever they are, and cut. You see here, it's got a sucker going right there. I gotta cut that, and a little bit of St. Augustine right here. It's not fiskars or Felcos, it's just cheap knockoffs. Anyhow, that has to go. My new daylily, Daring Deception, only it's a day old bloom now. Just wanted to show it off. Heading back to the back, I just wanted to show you the new blooms on the bromeliad. I couldn't show them to you last garden tour because they were on this side, and boy, don't they look cute. Oh, I gotta get that Spanish moss out of there. Look at that. Oh, I don't know that I can reach it. Come on, come on. Oh, it's better. Need a ladder. Oh, short people. We have such challenges. So during last week's rainstorm, it knocked my pineapple off, or perhaps whatever has now eaten it. I don't think it was eaten when I saw it last week, but maybe a critter was definitely in here, because I saw all sorts of like armadillo marks. Do armadillos eat pineapples? Oh, anyhow, and this one's dead. Yeah, we'll make room for another one. They don't normally die on me, but drought. Once again, another victim of drought. Really would like to get the tiller in here this week, and this is South Garden. And then look what I just discovered, which I don't mind him eating my dill, but oh, what am I gonna do now? Because I really want to move this out of here so I can get it some cowpeas or something in here. Might have to leave the plant. Jeez, would I look like a jerk if I just pulled that up? And I would be a jerk, wouldn't I? Saw the giant swallowtail community. This one can go. This one can actually go, and I can harvest the dill heads for cucumbers, dill cucumbers, and then the leaves, the sprouts, I'll dehydrate those. But I guess I'll work around this one. It's on the edge, so everything else can be tilled under. My other really big deal down here is, whoops, I should put it over the fence so I can grab it next time I go out to the cans. My mustard seed is really, the seed is already dropping. I'm gonna, you know what, I think I'm gonna do that with shears. I hope this doesn't sound silly, but I want this to kind of be perpetually zinnias this year. And so I wanted to come in here, grab all the deadheads, and spread seed. And so that's like really been on my mind. Get them all out here and spread them, and then pick the bigger weeds when I'm done. There's lots of seeds in here. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the seed heads, and then the dill parts. I'll separate those later and put these directly into the freezer, and these will sit, like all things, on the dining room table waiting to be completely dry. Do you guys do that too? As long as I'm collecting dill heads, I might as well get these. Now I'll leave, I see some pollinators on here, so I'll leave some, but I'll take about 50% of these. I wonder what these little flies are. They sure do love. Well, one of those looks like a housefly, but the other one, I don't know. They're kind of smaller. They sure do like this. Okay, so now this is a big time mess in here. But first step's gonna be getting these tomatoes out of here. At least the ripe ones. The ones not broken. Not sure how to say that. I've completely wasted this beautiful crop of sweetheart tomatoes. And they're lovely tomato, really. I didn't mean to give them the terrible treatment. Just so many things going on in my world. So really, whether they're green or red, as long as they're in good shape, I will pick them, and then we're just going to pull the vine out. These got smushed over by the Big Tasty Mater, which is a family heirloom that, well, I guess it's an heirloom we keep in our family. And then they in turn crushed my ground cherries, Aunt Molly's ground cherries. Oh, see, a lot of these have bites. I think the birds are getting into them, which I would too if I were a bird. I never grab my lettuce seed, and look at that. Like, there's no lettuce left on there. So that means I'm gonna have volunteer lettuce in here. That's okay. It's my own fault. How many times did I tell myself, get out here? And then here's some more Big Tasty Maters. They look really good. But they're sitting on the ground, which is not good. Oh yeah, another chicken pecked. Chicken, oh, I'm sorry, bird pecked. I didn't mean to blame the girls. so many of these tomatoes. A lot of my red rosas have pecks in them. The birds are still getting in here. And then there's something way deep in here. Oh yeah, it also has pecks in it. Gee, I can't seem to get anything. This whole section of the garden, look, that one's got a peck in it. This whole section of tomatoes in the house garden are just getting eaten up by other critters. It's just better if I just go ahead and pull it. Actually, I may put the okra in here because it gets full sun. And it would in the other garden too, but I think other than that one tomato plant right here, the cage fell over, and there's its friend right here. I don't know if they're attached or same plant or not same plant. But if I clean this up when the sun goes down, man, oh man, this would be a great place for those okra seeds. And yes, I'm about a good month plus behind on okra. Y'all, it's too doggone hot now. I haven't made very much way on that, but I'm gonna have to wait to either evening or cloud. And I can make use of time inside, plus the pool needs cleaning. So I may go do that and take these little dill heads out here and put them into the freezer and weigh the tomatoes and, you know, take care of other little things. But it's not that hard to pull out. It's just that I am incredibly overheated in these jeans and socks, a hat, everything. I did pull that tomato cage up. Plus the camera is overheating a bit. So we'll be back in a minute. So I was just in the pool cleaning it and all, and then I like, okay, I got the scissors nearby, so I'm gonna go ahead and chop the spent cat whisker blooms. And then I went to go move it and realized it's decided to root itself in here. And at first I wasn't really thrilled with this location, but now more or less I think I really am falling in love with it right here. And the papayas are going to get much taller along the fence, but he seems to use the path behind the papayas to come through and get squirrels or birds or whatever. And so I don't know, of course it needs a good weeding in here. That'll maybe be tonight or tomorrow, whenever I get to it. But I was like, okay, I think we better make it official, because Mr. Cat Whiskers wants to be right here. And it's not a bad place for it. I kind of like that. And then right over here, I have Gara. So the pink Gara. And that is so cute from the pool. And I think I wanted something else to match it. In fact, I might put just a couple more things in here, just so I can have this beautiful view from the pool. And look at the knockout roses. Unbelievable. The color, it's just gorgeous. I'm so not regretting making that decision. Alright, you guys, I thought this might be a funner way to end the video instead of keep going on and on tonight for the long video. But I just wanted you to see that this is the echinacea. I forgot the name on it. It was something pink, right? I don't remember now. Sundial pink, that's what it was. And then the white cat whiskers ended up here. I don't know the variety of these papayas. These came from my good friends who have Heritage Grove Farms. If you need eggs, turkey eggs, chicken eggs, duck eggs, they've got sheep too. And I think the 2 little lambs might be going up for sale. So this came from their place. And knockout roses and the Gara, the pink Garas right here. And then I didn't do that on camera, but I put in those coral jade sedums. It's from the Rock and Grow series, Proven Winners. So I put them in here. I wanted to put them, I thought I might want to put them back where the olive tree is, way back here in the corner. But honestly, it's been such a clutter mess over there for so long. It's so nice to finally get in there and finally get the mower around in there and my feet in there. I just didn't want to put anything in there yet. And to be quite honest with you, I like this little line right here that'll provide for winter interest, especially when the coop's gone and we can look over here. Now this wood, don't worry, I know it looks like awful right now. Jack and I, we were talking about this. There's nails in this board and everything. I just literally had it. I found these pieces in the boat burn that he wasn't using, and I threw them up here to hold in the oak leaves. So we're going to actually probably put something nicer in here, and I'm trying to figure out also what we're going to do with this plumeria. Not really sure, because I really want it to stay in this location. And so does that mean I scoop more with the garden and then start growing more things here around? This is the moat to the pool, you know, so do I put in a scoop in here of an edging and include that? I don't know. I really don't know. This is JJ Elsie, which is a beautiful like candy cane red and pink and white stripe, or red and white stripe. That's really beautiful. And this is going to be the sunset. I think also it's called Brianna. There's Anaheim Sunset. It's got different names. There's probably many names for the same plumeria sometimes. Or either that, or there are hundreds of varieties, but they start looking alike after a while. But anyhow, we're gonna figure out what we want at some point in here. We just haven't really gone ahead and figured it out, because the coop first and then taking down all the other stuff. But I don't know, if I see something pretty, some border, and it's a good price, I'll just throw it in here. Right now the wood is just creating something to keep the grass from growing into here, which it already is, but it is at least easy to pull out at this point. So anyhow, I think that's where we're going to end the video today. So you guys, I'm not going to turn the camera on me because I'm in my bathing suit, but take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.